Turkish Airlines EuroLeague in association with
Here now, in this game, one goal, one team. Fight for that possession, gotta act fast. Another shot, another pass. The city comes to life and they got something to say. Come on, let's go. I feel devotion.
Hold on to your seats.
Nando De Colo wins the game.
Highlight real stuff right there.
Making magic in Monaco.
Sigma for the win. Valencia in a stunner. The EuroLeague superstars have come to play tonight.
Does it go? Yes, it does. Incredible stuff.
The bank is open. Are you kidding me?
You can't write this.
Here in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, we welcome you to the Serbian capital, the city of basketball, to begin a dramatic, decisive round of the regular season. At the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall tonight, in form, Crvena Zvezda welcome a Fenerbahce team that could finish anywhere from 5th to 9th after the final game. Arriving from Istanbul, Fenerbahce were the early season standard setters. After missing the playoffs for the first time in 7 years last season, a rapid rebuild saw them top the standings the first few months of this campaign. For the majority of the season, the only question has been whether they gain home court advantage in the playoffs, but now they're in danger of missing out entirely if Dimitris Itoudis' team lose here tonight.
Obviously, we playing as a must-win game, and we want to decide for our own destiny and not to own to anybody anything.
For a long time, Zvezda looked like they could make just a second playoff appearance of the modern era, but a winter cold streak left too much to do. They'll point to the ban on registering new players as the defining factor in their failure, the delayed integration of star guard Campazzo, leading to their current 4-game win streak, which climaxed as Duško Ivanović's side beat league leaders Olympiacos here last week.
Like always, we are on team. When we play good defense, we have chance for win everybody. And against Fenerbahce, is really offensive, good team, big experience. This is a need than more.
Welcome now inside the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall, where it's Crvena Zvezda Meridian Bet Belgrade against Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul, round 34 of the 2022-23 Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. And a very good evening from me, Tim Long. In the most competitive regular season ever, the final round of drama starts to unfold here in the Serbian capital tonight. One of 6 games across the continent, and one of the most important. Fenerbahce miss out on the playoffs if they lose here. Baskonia win at Olympiacos, and Žalgiris win at Bayern tomorrow. Olympiacos will play hard though, knowing a win guarantees top spot, and a defeat gives Madrid a chance to take the top seed if the Spaniards manage to win at Maccabi. Ahead of the final set of games, it's quite remarkable that 5th place Fenerbahce haven't yet qualified for the postseason. That's because they could still end up at the bottom of a 3-way tie with Baskonia and Žalgiris, leaving those two clubs with the final 2 tickets to the playoffs. If Fener do win tonight, they guarantee 5th and a playoff series against Monaco. Incredible it's come down to the final week for them, having started the season with 9 wins in the first 10 and having been in or around the top 4 for the entirety. It's a club that made 5 straight Final Fours until 2019, won an historic championship in 2017, but they missed the playoffs last season for the first time since 2014 and look to have hit the jackpot this season. A rapid rebuild, instant chemistry, teething problems arriving though, and 2 much improved in-form forwards have helped soothe the pain, both playing the entire 40 minutes in last week's Istanbul derby win. Nigel Hayes-Davies with a career-high 26 points in that game, and Deshaun Pierre, who's averaging 6.8 points and shooting a league 4th best 50% from the perimeter, had 17 points and 8 rebounds in the derby last week. For Zvezda, this season represents a missed opportunity after a long way off the playoffs the previous few years. On a comparatively low budget, they made a number of big moves, including the signing of forward Filip Petrushev, who's become one of the most improved players on the continent at the age of 22 this season. Only one double-digit PIR in his first 11, but 17 in his last 22. And then Mr. Reliable Luka Mitrovic, who's averaging 7.4 points on 64% shooting from the field, a team second best 4.5 rebounds and a team high 1.8 offensive boards. We've got a matchup of two of the best passers you will ever see. Facundo Campazzo, who's previously tied the single-game assist record of 19, toe-to-toe with the all-time assist king, Nick Calathes. Over 8 appearances since being registered, Campazzo leads the team in scoring and would lead the league with 1.9 steals if he had played enough games, would also rank second with 6.2 assists. Calathes out of form a bit recently, he's 9th in the league in assists this season. His recovery key to Fenerbahce playing their best basketball. Elsewhere for them, centre Jonathan Motley leads the team in points, rebounds and offensive boards. A dominant rookie season in the league for him. Marko Guduric, a former Zvezda player, second on the team in points and assists, and winter signing Tyler Dorsey had season bests of 17 points and 4 assists in the derby. Finished short-handed tonight without Wilbekin, Booker, Bielica and Beerson in front of this big crowd in Belgrade for the home team. Zvezda guard Luca Vildoza averages a team third best 12.5 points, a team second best 4 assists and a league fourth best 1.4 steals. Ognjen Dobrić is the club's all-time top scorer in the EuroLeague, averages 9.5 points this season. Nemanja Nedovic, a team second best 13.8 points. They're without captain Branko Lazic and forward Ben Bentel. It's Fenerbahce's league fourth best offense against Zvezda's league fifth best defense here in Belgrade tonight. The away team shoot the ball superbly from the field, 5th in the league from 2, 6th in the league from 3. Although they do struggle from the stripe, shooting a league low 71% at the foul line. They also grab the 5th most offensive rebounds in the whole competition, but do need to be wary of a Zvezda defense that ranks 7th in steals, forces the 4th most turnovers, and has the 4th best perimeter defense, holding opponents to only 35% on the outside. Well, this is basketball in Belgrade. Dimitris Itoudis' Fenerbahce walk into the fire tonight, hoping to emerge with their playoff dreams unscathed. We're set to officially welcome the 2 sets of players, starting with Fenerbahce, who have a bit of support, albeit a speck of yellow drowned out by a sea of red and white here in the Serbian capital tonight. Crvena Zvezda will play hard, knowing this is their final game of this season and could be their last EuroLeague game in a while. Their place next season not guaranteed. After this, they will turn their attentions to trying to win the Adriatic League to earn a ticket to next season's EuroLeague. So Fenerbahce being introduced first, 19 and 14 in a season of runs. They made a dominant start, 9 wins in the first 10, only losing by 1 point in Barcelona. That was followed though by 6 defeats in 7, before 6 wins in the next 8. And since then, a turbulent ride to trying to seal a playoff place, winning most of their home games, but losing 4 straight on the road. They lost in Tel Aviv, won at home to Barcelona, lost in Valencia and at home to Milan, beat Žalgiris at home, lost at both Madrid and Baskonia, and last week, of course, beat Efes at home in a huge Istanbul derby. Marko Guduric gets a warm welcome, with the rest of the Fenerbahce players hearing the whistles and the jeers. Guduric played a couple of seasons here, won 2 Adriatic titles, 2 Serbian titles and a Serbian Cup with Crvena Zvezda before leaving in 2017. Boos turned to roars for Red Star, who was 16 and 17, only 1 win in the first 7. Duško's arrival saw an immediate 6-game win streak, 9 wins in the first 12. But the apex came with a 24-point win here over Monaco in round 19 that was followed by 4 straight defeats. They became only the second road team to win at Maccabi all season, but then lost here to bottom-placed Elba and at Bayern in Campazzo's debut, going on to win just one of their first 4 with the Argentine joining the team. And their current 4-game win streak since then has been too little too late, beating Baskonia by 11, Valencia by 19, Asvel by 16, and last week Olympiacos here by 8. You wonder where Duško Ivanović's team would be had they been able to register Campazzo a little earlier. He said, if we'd have made the playoffs, we'd have a real chance to win it. Hard to argue when they've swept Olympiacos and Maccabi this season and beaten Monaco and Partizan, and maybe been an official's call away from beating Barcelona as well. Dimitris Itoudis says it's a must-win game, a final for Fenerbahce, and they are preparing for it that way and going here to Belgrade for the ultimate fight. Tip-off fast approaching here in the city of basketball as we take a check on your starting 5s here this evening. For Fenerbahce, it's Dorsey and Kalepes in the backcourt. The 2 in-form forwards we highlighted, Hayes Davis and Pierre, and their top scorer and rebounder, Jonathan Motley, taking the competition by storm in his debut year. For Crvena Zvezda, it's Vildoza and Campazzo, the all-Argentine backcourt. Lazarevic, the glue guy, alongside Filip Petrušev, perhaps the most improved player in the competition this season. Hassan Martin starts at centre. This is the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, the most competitive league in the world. And we are ready for Crvena Zvezda Meridian Bet Belgrade against Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul, round 34, here at the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall. An introduction to your officiating crew for this evening. Fenerbahce have won 12 of the previous 15 meetings between these two this century, although Zvezda did win 74-69 here last season. Earlier on this season, Fener won 93-79 back in round 7. Part of their red-hot start to the campaign, winning 9 of their first 10 games. And it was also the final straw for then Zvezda coach Vladimir Jovanovic, as Red Star lost for the 6th time in 7 and made the change on their bench. It's a very different Zvezda team since then. Here tonight, a different coach. Campazzo wasn't yet signed for that game. Mitrovic and Dobrić were both absent, and Petrušev hadn't yet found his place. This will be a far tougher test for Fenerbahce tonight in a game that might define their season. They come face to face with the cauldron that is the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall. Fenerbahce win guarantees 5th seed and sets up a playoff series with Monaco, who are locked into 4th. But if Fenerbahce lose this one, it opens the door for Žalgiris to overtake them with a win in Munich tomorrow, and for Baskonia to also overtake them if they can win on the road at Olympiacos tonight. That would see Fenerbahce, who for so long were the team to beat, fall out of the top 8 at the end of the 34-game regular season, at the bottom of a 3-way tie. They have to do it short-handed tonight as well, up against a Duško Ivanović team that will be full of fight, as they look to finish with an even 17-17 record. They're without Ben Bentel, as well as the captain Branko Lazic, but Fenerbahce missing Wilbekin, Bielica, Buka and Pearson. Time to put the earplugs in. It's the 6th-time and reigning champions of the Adriatic against the 13-time and reigning champions of Turkey. One of the competition's informed teams taking on the 2017 champions of Europe. It's Crvena Zvezda against Fenerbahce, and it's deafening for a dramatic final round of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague regular season. When you're on a 4-game road losing streak and your season is on the line, this is one of the last places you want to visit. These ferocious fans will pour out their passion one more time in this season's competition. Their team looking to sign off as one of the hottest on the continent with a 5th straight win. It could yet be Fenerbahce's final game as well. 2 title favourites in Efes and Milan have already fallen in this incomparable race for the postseason. In the most competitive campaign ever, now it's the early frontrunners and standard setters who have to fight to survive. Tonight, Fenerbahce walk into the flames of Red Star's roaring fire. If they get burnt here in Belgrade, playoff dreams could go up in smoke. I'm Tim Long, a pleasure to call the action for this big game here this evening. A Fener win sees them finish 5th. And taking on Monaco in the playoffs, defeat could see them fall as far as 9th. If Baskonia win at Olympiacos later this evening, and Žalgiris win in Munich tomorrow. But that is the perfect start to calm the nerves from Tyler Dorsey, who had season highs of 17 points and 4 assists last week, really finding his flow at Fener. Campazzo can't cancel it out. And the quarterback pass down the floor to Motley in the end zone. The finger roll finish. But what a pass from Nick Calathes. A quick fire 5 from Fenerbahce. It has done nothing to dampen the decibels here in the Serbian capital. Vildoza, shot clock down to 3 here. Vildoza into the lane, creating a little bit of room, and that's all he needs to knock it down at the buzzer quite brilliantly. Deep 3-point shot. Too long from Dorsey that time. Offensive rebound though. Grabbed by another of the most improved players perhaps in this season's competition, Nigel Hayes-Davis. There's the early strike from Dorsey. Dorsey knocked down 3 threes in the Istanbul derby last week. Calathes up against Campazzo, that big head-to-head matchup we highlighted, gets free for the 3. Calathes, and when he's hitting them, Fenerbahce mean business. An assist and a 3 already for Calathes, who has struggled for form in the second half of the season. Lazarevic wriggling free, calm and composed in the paint as Campazzo gets an assist. Calathes not hanging around, looking to turn it on with the behind the back this time, but the ball was kicked. Calathes had double-digit PIRs in 14 of the first 20 games this season. He's only managed it in 4 of the last 13. He's averaged only 6.2 points, 4.2 assists in that time, shooting 24% from 3. That's across the last 2.5 months. But he set his radar right here tonight. Another assist for Calathes, another 3 for Hayes-Davis, who's been shooting them superbly. Fenerbahce by 7. They have brought their A-game here against the 5th best defense in the competition. 11 points in the opening 2 and a bit minutes. Martin, the foul goes against him as he swung out the arm. Well, Fenerbahce could hardly have wished or planned for a better start here. They were flying early in the season when Nick Calathes rediscovered his best form after moving from Barcelona, where he was somewhat restricted, I think, last season. Reunited with coach Dimitris Itoudis at Fenerbahce. rediscovering his confidence. And that form for him and his team started to slip. Here's Davis demonstrating his athleticism, but the foul came first. The second on Zvezda. Kaletes, 2 assists already. And that's going to frustrate these fans who were hoping their team had grabbed a turnover. Instead, it's a whistle against Red Star. The ball was kicked again. So still only 2 fouls for Zvezda. Kaletes prodding and probing on the perimeter once more. Behind the back this time goes Pierre, drops it off, and Motley uses his body so well. And Dimitris Itoudis' team are playing this one to perfection. Nine the lead after 3 minutes. The atmosphere quietened a little bit. Here's Martin, mismatch against Kaletes, down the baseline for the score. Crvena Zvezda not backing down. And so Martin starting the game and heavily involved. And foul, a turnover, a 2-pointer. Kaletes hesitates on the 3. Pierre, one of the best in the competition at 50% on the outside, but misses. That was his first shot of the game. And bursting all the way through traffic. Vildoza lighting the fire under the Zvezda offense again. From 9 down, they're within 5. Kaletes again, he hesitates on the 3. Dorsey to Motley. Beautiful Fenerbahce ball movement. But Pierre misses 2 in a row. Motley trying to bail him out on the boards. And Vildoza recovers it. The first signs of a slip from Fenerbahce after that near-perfect opening 3 minutes. Zvezda a chance for 3 consecutive scores. And Fenerbahce also pick up their first foul here. Kaletes knocking down his first shot from the perimeter, and had 2 more opportunities to shoot, hesitated, but did find good passes. Pierre, their best 3-point shooter, is 0 of 2. So Zvezda a chance off the back of this break to try and close the gap to 1 possession again. Bit of sorting out. In the meantime, for the officials, they're going to go to the monitor here. Just checking the game clock.
Okay, let it run. Let it run. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. How many? 13. So it's got to be 552. 552.
In this competition where every game matters, every second does as well. They're getting the clock sorted out. Duško Ivanović's team on the comeback trail already, having gone down by 9 points 3 minutes in. They will give nothing up easy here in Belgrade, especially when it comes to signing off their season. They want to go out on a high. There's the inevitability of a huge Adriatic League clash with city rivals Partizan to come in their season. 3-point shot for Dorsey. Fenerbahce getting good looks and not taking them after starting hot. Campazzo back out travelled with it though, as he tried to look for his backcourt buddy Vildoza. He's not sure, but it looked like a travel. He These fans here in the Serbian capital know their basketball. Not too many complaints. Third turnover for their team. Fenerbahce yet to turn it over. Motley up against Martin, muscle meeting muscle, and Motley wins. 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting for Jonathan Motley. He's been unplayable at times in his debut EuroLeague season. One of those times was the home game against Zvezda. Vildoza waits for the flyby, sends his opponent into the Zvezda bench, but can't hit the open shot. So Fenerbahce a chance to tie or surpass what had been the largest lead at 9 points. In that previous meeting between these two back in round 7, Jonathan Motley had his second best EuroLeague performance of the season. 25 points, 10 of 13 shooting, 10 rebounds, had a 33 PIR. His team lead by 7 the first time out here.
Player 1. Ready. Start game. Battle. Let's go. KO. Untouchable. Finish him. Game over.
It could be game over for Fenerbahce if they don't win this one, but they've displayed their offensive talents here in the opening half of the first quarter. 15 points, a 7-point lead. Motley leading the way with 6 as they look to secure their place in the playoffs with a win here tonight. It would lock down 5th for them, and they would avoid the anxiety of having to watch Olympiacos Baskonia and maybe even Bayern Žalgiris tomorrow, looking for others to do them a favour. Coach Dimitris Itoudis says they want to secure their own destiny. So far so good, but it's still early on here, and there's a turnover. A pocket picker and a burst to the basket for Campazzo. Not what Coach Itoudis wanted off the back of the timeout. Their first turnover of the game. Motley calling for it, up against Mitrovic, who's in for the first time, gets it, and straight away the foul before the shot. That was the last foul to give, though, for Crvena Zvezda in this first quarter. Multiple players will try and stop Jonathan Motley tonight. That time, the quick hands and quick dribbling ability of Campazzo. Mitrovic committing a foul in trying to stop Motley on the interior. Any further fouls from the Zvezda defense will send Fenerbahce to the line. 3-point shot here. The cold streak continues on the outside for Fener. Hayes Davis, a 38% shooter this season. Hit one earlier on, but misses that one. 3 of 8 on the outside. But they've had plenty of open looks they've not taken. The concern for Zvezda is they're creating so many open looks. Trip in the paint, and the foul on the defense, and the frustration from players and fans. Here at the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall, Filip Petrušev in absolute disbelief. Let's take a look. He's bumping bodies, maybe a little push. There's not a great deal in it whatsoever. And going down as if tripped to Jean-Pierre. I'm not sure there was any contact with the legs. Petrušev's first, but his team's 5th, with still more than 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Jean-Pierre looking for his first points. Really efficient for 6.8 points, 3.6 rebounds a game, shooting a league 4th best, 50% on the outside. Last week at 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds. That was returning after missing 4 games. He played every single second in the Istanbul derby, as did Nigel Hayes-Davis. Have to be careful not to travel again. They get it back to Campazzo. Zvezda down 6. Campazzo, the crossovers, the wriggle free past Motley, corner 3, right on the money. Getting the fans right up on their feet. The Argentine backcourt, Campazzo and Vildoza. They're back within 1 possession from 9 down. Calathes this time will take the 3, misses it. Fenerbahce's 3-point percentage plummeting. That's after Zvezda just hit their first on only their 2nd attempt on the outside, and this place is bouncing again. Campazzo trying to slip it through, but turns it over, and Calathes now. Fenerbahce looking to run and gun. Now Motley looking to wrestle it up to the rim, but lost it on his flight path. And a crazy passage of play ended by a referee's whistle. Motley lost it on the way up, was going to dunk. Mitrovic lost it, but was fouled. First on Pierre. Only the 2nd on Fenerbahce as we approach the final 3 minutes of the first quarter. Campazzo, 2 points, 2 assists so far, and the steal. Here's Vildoza. Backing in, creating breathing room. Lazarevic grabs his own rebound. He's a real battler. And the foul on the floor is Fenerbahce's 3rd. 3 rebounds already for Stefan Lazarevic. His minutes are up this season from 12 to 18 a game. Nothing fancy about his numbers. Just solid and efficient as a glue guy. Motley out for the first time. Shaqiri in. Vildoza, 7 points already. Campazzo. Up against Pierre. To Vildoza. Those two with a telepathic connection, but nobody was aware of the shot clock. It was Vildoza really who played the extra pass with no time to do so. So Zvezda are only down by 3 points, but they've committed 5 turnovers in 7.5 minutes. Pierre takes it onto the interior. Vildoza snapping at him. Calathes, another 3, this time strings it. 2nd 3 of the game for Nick Calathes. 6 points, 3 assists for him. Fenerbahce double their lead to 6. Final 2 minutes of the first. Mitrovic wants it up against Pierre here. Backing him down. Dorsey ready for help. Wriggles free. Wonderful weave down the baseline. Luka Mitrovic, Mr. Reliable for Crvena Zvezda. Real fan favourite. That's his first score to add to a steal so far today. Dorsey against Petrushev. Tough shot over the top of the bigs, and now he's in a heap on the baseline, and Campazzo's not hanging around. But he was almost travelling too fast for his own good. It's a blown opportunity in transition for Crvena Zvezda. Campazzo just 1 of 3 from the field now. He's also committed 2 turnovers. Zvezda not clinical on the fast break with Fenerbahce short-handed. Doza goes out. Dobrić in for the first time. Dobrić, the club's all-time top scorer in this competition. Dalibor Ilic comes in for Petrushev. because he's committed his second personal foul. First player in the game to pick up 2. Series of changes here. John Holland is going to come in for the first time as well. Lazarevic goes out on his 2 points, 3 rebounds and an assist. A long wait for Dechampierre at the line. He's only 1 of 2 so far. It's one of the biggest quandaries perhaps in this competition this season, that Dechampierre shoots 50% from 3-point range, only 59% before tonight on the season from the free throw line. But he is now 3 of 4 tonight to increase that percentage. Campazzo. Mitrovic has the height advantage over Calathes. We've seen his moves in the low post already. That time can't get it, tried to tip it, but got denied by the rim. Final minute of the first. Fenerbahce looking to make it a 3-possession lead. Calathes playing every second so far, as is Campazzo. Turnover though. 3rd turnover for Fenerbahce. John Holland. An abolished move, but turns it into the hands of Calathes. Now a 3-on-2 for Fenerbahce, a 4th arriving as well. Open shooter, far side, the former Zvezda player. Guduric was put off, hesitated twice. Long pass, turnover again for Holland. 2 turnovers in a minute since coming into the game for John Holland. So Fenerbahce will hold it now for the final shot of the first. Guduric going to work again. Over the top of Dobrić. That will do it. Fairly timid end to what started as a fast and furious first quarter. Dimitris Itoudis' team up by 6. Have led by as many as 9, but Crvena Zvezda have shown they're here for the fight, not just to make up the numbers. It's 15-21 at the end of 1. Fenerbahce 1 quarter towards the win they need to book their ticket to the playoffs. Calathes starting superbly. 3 assists in the opening quarter. He knocked down a couple of threes as well. Campazzo feeding Lazarevic. Witnessing 2 of the best passers that have ever played in this competition go toe-to-toe. 2 assists for Campazzo. Vildoza leads the way with 7 points. Motley leads Fenerbahce with 6. Their lead has been as large as 9. Crvena Zvezda closed it to just 1 possession before Fenerbahce finished the first quarter the stronger of the 2. 15-21 at the end of the first. The home team shooting the better percentages from the field, but Fenerbahce getting to the line for the only 4 free throws of the game and committing 4 fewer turnovers. Zvezda 7 turnovers in the opening 10 minutes. Calathes, your best performer of the first quarter. We highlighted him in that head-to-head matchup with Campazzo and said that he would need to bring his best tonight, and he has done. He averages a league 9th best 4.9 assists a game. He's got 3 already here. These fans will look to roar their team back into contention here in the second quarter. Ognjen Dobrić to inbound, start of the second. Zvezda trailing by 6. Campazzo, Mitrovic, Holland and Ilić on the floor for the home team. Dobrić, Holland. An excellent passer. Mitrovic for a big man. It's his shoulder to the chest of Pierre and banks it in. Luca Mitrovic, 4 points. He wanted The and one from the official. Caletes gets past Campazzo via the screen of Jakiri. Wants to find the big man now against his opposite number, Ilic. Jakiri looking to show a bit of range, knocks down the long two. Tonye Jakiri with his first score. Very efficient in 13 minutes a game as a backup centre this season. Campazzo. Swung around to Holland. Mitrovic versus Guduric this time. Nice pass. And strung at the buzzer. Ognjen Dobrić off the perfect pass from Mitrovic. That's what I was talking about a few moments earlier. The passing ability of the big. Caletes evading the attempt of the steal. Free man is Guduric. Hesitated, wants to go one-on-one with Holland, who's a very good defender, and Holland moving so quickly to plant his feet and take a hit for his team. And to shuffle those feet so fast and then get them locked down. Big effort. Tyler Dorsey maybe saying just shoot it next time. Guduric passing up the opportunity to do so is a 39% three-point shooter this season. Instead he commits the foul. And Zvezda a chance to close the gap and get closer than they have been since falling down by 9. The number 9, the man of the moment, Mr. Bat from Novi Sad, Luca Mitrovic. The pile driver through the paint. Zvezda from 9 down within 1. Guduric, Caletes swings it out. Hayes Davis, shot clock winding down, gets it away in time and with great precision. 5 for Nigel Hayes Davis. Campazzo free for the 3, makes it count, and Zvezda a level from 9 down. Caletes so disappointed that Campazzo got free. Now he wants to answer back. Hayes Davis, offensive foul, throws out the elbow. Caletes couldn't keep up with Campazzo. And then here Hayes Davis, too forceful in trying to turn against Holland. And Red Star have recovered. Mitrovic completing the comeback. To the dunk, the 3 from Campazzo. That was the most emphatic moment of the Red Star recovery. And now they have a chance to take the lead. Campazzo up against the centre, Motley. Drags him back. Motley didn't know where he'd gone. Dorsey into Motley. Up against Holland with the height advantage this time. Far side. Slowed down by Hayes Davis. Guduric. Motley again. Straight away the foul on the entry pass by Holland. We've seen Hassan Martin, Luka Mitrovic, and John Holland now trying to stop Jonathan Motley. Situdis' main man at centre being hunted down by a pack of rabid Red Star defenders. He fakes the handoff, goes to Guduric. Runs interference on the perimeter. Guduric, so 2 if it goes. He keeps his poise and knocks it down. Marko Guduric's first score against his former team comes on his 3rd shot. Fenerbahce back ahead. Holland, beautiful bounce pass and a point in appreciation by Dobrić. John Holland with a play out of Campazzo's book. Dobrić, tough shot on the run. Tips it back to Djukiri, it's a long way down. He gets to the ball and recovers and gives Motley a chance. This big lineup for Fenerbahce looking to volley Crvena Zvezda to the basket. And celebrate on the bench. And watching in Istanbul. Fenerbahce by 2, Campazzo. Still no lead for Zvezda, but the offensive rebound. Just their second of the game. Filip Petrušev, yet to score, turns it over into the hands of Dobrić, and here comes Hayes Davis to throw it down. Nigel Hayes Davis, one of the most improved players on the continent this season, with a big play on a big night for Fenerbahce here in Belgrade. Doubles their advantage to 4. As Crvena Zvezda called timeout, trailing 27-31.
Why you go back? Why? This trap! When they switch, guys. When they switch. Cut side or cut up. Okay, 1 second. Pass, we want cut. Okay. And play an offense. Then. Hey, go. What's the moment difference? 3 fast to win.
The key to the comeback for Crvena Zvezda is their ability to protect the ball or not. 7 turnovers in the first quarter. They trail by as many as 9. We've just seen their first turnover of the second quarter after they came back to tie. But that 1 turnover proving costly with the emphatic flying finish of Nigel Hayes Davis, doubling the Fenerbahce lead to 4. His first 3 EuroLeague seasons, he averaged 6.6 points. This season, he's averaging 10.5 points. Nigel Hayes Davis shooting 60% from 2, 38% from 3. Also a team second best 4.3 rebounds, a league 10th best, and a team high 1.2 steals. He's got 7 points, 3 rebounds so far tonight. Midway point of the second. Nedović in for the first time. Slipping it in to the centre, Hassan Martin, who's back off the bench. Tough shot, well guarded by Motley, who grabs the rebound as well. Such an athletic, quick, mobile centre. Combination of power and poise, and he's going to demonstrate all of that here with the thrilling one-handed throwdown. The Motley that is Jonathan Motley up to 10 points. Guards Nedović this time on the perimeter, no good. Straight back against Hassan Martin. Tough shot, surely not. Jonathan Motley, the magic man for Fenerbahce right now. 12 first half points. Almost defying geometry with that finish, and Fenerbahce lead by 8. Duško Ivanović continues to try and figure out who and how Jonathan Motley can be stopped. They've tried everybody on him. Unfazed by these fans as well. A rookie in this competition playing with incredible quality and character. 12 points on 6 of 8 shooting in 10.5 minutes for Jonathan Motley to upset these fans. Fenerbahce, having seen their 9-point lead disappear, are now back up by 8. Calm score from Dobrić, adjusting the shot mid-air under pressure. Dobrić. Motley getting free again, this time passing far side for the triple air ball. That is very unlike Case Davis. And they still believe in their ability to cause another big upset, considering there's nothing on the line here for Crvena Zvezda but pride tonight. They have halved an 8-point deficit to Fenerbahce. Timeout call by Dimitris Itoudis on the Turks bench.
Pressure over there, maybe. Marco with ball. Not over here, Tyler. We might have to do Matt, and we go one shot or two side direct. If we got a mismatches, we're gonna play the mismatches. We can go two side.
It's hard at times in this incredible atmosphere to hear yourself think. These fans very rarely let the atmosphere settle down. And it starts long before the opening tip. It's been quite a ride for them this season off the back of their excellent defense. Vildoza, a check of the rearview mirror, keeps it and converts it. Markovic applying pressure as well. Vildoza's first score of the second quarter up to 9 points. Zvezda from 8 down, back within 2. Motley determined to do it all by himself. Jakiri trying to wrestle the rebound away, but runs out of room. Fenerbahce are catching Zvezda up in the turnover count now. 7 for Fener, 8 for Zvezda. But in the second quarter, 4 for Fener, just 1 for Zvezda. Now a chance to tie again, or maybe take their first lead of the whole game. Vildoza directing traffic. Volleyball from Hassan Martin for another tie. They've done it from 9 down, and now they do it from 8 down. 35-35, and they're going back to the benches here in Belgrade. 8-0 run for the tie for Crvena Zvezda in the space of less than a minute and a half. They trailed 27-35 on Motley's excellent banker at the 4:07 mark. And now we're level 35-35. Final 2.5 minutes of the first half approaching. Oh, Jakiri lost it on his way through, got caught in the face. Looked like Jakiri was going to have a free route to the rim, and then he fumbled the catch a little bit, invited the attempt at the steal. No bad intention. Just an honest play for the basketball from Hassan Martin, but it was a foul. There's perched on the perimeter, wants it here. Vildoza there to offer help. The pass out of the double team. Free three for Calathes. So pick your poison approach from the Zvezda defense. They left the open shot for Calathes on the outside. I think they're happy to take that. He has knocked down a couple. He's 2 of 4 now, and he's not shooting the ball as well as he was doing in the first half of the season, Calathes. 10 years in the league, he averaged under 30% from 3. And then coming into this season, shot 44% the first 18 games, but just 22% since then. 34% altogether when you average it all out. Vildoza attacking, strong, saving it somehow on the baseline. The Houdini move and the pop back for Crvena Zvezda's first lead of the game. A milestone for Martin, but a magic moment for Vildoza. Backdoor cut, just about reaching it, Guduric. Calathes to Motley. Up against Markovic, big height advantage. They're going to crowd him out. And they've got that leeway on defense now. 1.5 minutes to play in the second quarter, only their 3rd foul. They can try and use those fouls tactically and wisely to stop Jonathan Motley. So from 9 down, Zvezda ahead. Motley at the line. This is his only real slight issue. One area that he'd want to lift his percentage in his rookie year. Certainly far from low for a big man, but room for improvement. 69%. He makes 1 of 2 on that trip. Vildoza. 9 points and the 1 assist so far. Plenty of movement in the Zvezda offense, and Motley commits the foul. Bundling Dobrić towards the baseline now. Dobrić is playing a big role here, jointly leading the team now with 9 points alongside Vildoza. He's 4 of 5 from the field, and this will be his first trip to the foul line. A number of players who didn't play in round 7 in the game between these two in Istanbul. Ognjen Dobrić, product of the Zvezda juniors, now playing his 6th EuroLeague campaign with the club. 28 years of age, had a career best 10.3 points a game last season, 9.5 points a game this season. Consistent, regular scorer for them. He's on 10 points after splitting the pair at the line here. Zvezda by 2. Gudurić. Pierre, guided by Markovic, bundles right through the body of his opponent. Markovic moving those feet, trying to keep up. Did his best to try and lock them. But the foul on the defense, with Markovic still moving. And that was Zvezda's last foul to give. Campazzo comes back in. Markovic goes out, having played 3 minutes. And picked up 2 fouls. Final minute of a fascinating, high-stakes first half. Open shooter. No good. Molly big on the boards, but can't convert it. He wants a foul. They have the 50% three-point shooter, Pierre, as wide open as you can be, but he's now 0 of 3 on the exterior. Martin. Size advantage against Gudurić. Tough shot, though, at the end of the shot clock. So Fenerbahce will look to manufacture the final shot. They'll take it quickly, in fact. Couldn't resist. And Gudurić gives them the lead. The quick thinking and quick execution. Now they have to dig in on defense for the final few seconds. Campazzo got it for the lead. Tremendous players trading blows. As we head towards half-time, back and forth. First Gudurić for Fener. And then Campazzo for Red Star. At half-time, Crvena Zvezda 41, Fenerbahce 39 here at the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall. Stay with us as we look to get some reaction to the opening 20 minutes in this final regular season game. For these two clubs, one that Fenerbahce feel they will have to win to avoid a nervy couple of nights to find out if they're in the playoffs. They've led by as many as 9 in this, but they trail by 2 at half-time.
Luca, you played great in second part of the second quarter. Can you continue like that?
Yeah, I think we're doing a great job on defense. Our weakness is, of course, in our defense rebound, so we got to keep going. I know when we run, we got advantage, so we got to keep doing it.
Thank you.
Luca Vildoza, the second top scorer for Crvena Zvezda with 9 points. We'll hear from the out-and-out top scorer in the game now, Fenerbahce's centre, Jonathan Motley.
Very important game for your team. Can you do it? Very difficult game.
Yeah, it's physical. They're a good team. We're a good team. We both have good coaches who have good philosophies. And it's just going to be a hard-fought game. We're going to try to play defense. We gave up too many points and try to be better.
Thank you very much.
13 points in 14.5 minutes of play at half-time for Jonathan Motley. 6 of 10 shooting, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds and a steal. For Luca Vildoza has 9 on 4 of 5 shooting for Crvena Zvezda, who were led by the 10 points of Ognjen Dobrić, who's also 4 of 5 from the field, but 1 of 2 at the foul line as well. Half-time, Crvena Zvezda lead Fenerbahce by 2 points.
Turkish Airlines, 7 days. BKT, Adidas, Fedcom, Ardu Prime, and Ultimate Champions. Official global sponsors in association with the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
Our first quarter won by Fenerbahce, who went up by as many as 9 points, finished it leading by 6. Dimitris Itoudis would have known that Red Star would unload a retaliation at some point, and it came quickly in the second quarter as they came from 9 down and then from 8 down to eventually take their first lead of the game. Vildoza in the mood, 9 points for him. Motley dominating on the interior against everybody he faces. But that trademark Crvena Zvezda defense forcing plenty of turnovers on Fenerbahce in the second period. The second period that they won 26-18 to take a 2-point lead into half-time. Big momentum shifts, big plays, big shots, and a big night here in Belgrade, especially for Fenerbahce, who know a win will guarantee their place in the playoffs and 5th seed. If they lose, it opens the door for Baskonia and Žalgiris to finish ahead of them and knock them out of contention. See the turnover count at the bottom crucial, just 1 for Zvezda in that second period as they mounted their comeback.
Roland Schmidt. I wanted to have a bigger role in the team. I wanted to feel more important. So basically that was the reason, and I knew that this is a perfect place for me to play. And yeah, that's why I chose Žalgiris. And they showed the most interest of everyone.
After 5 seasons with Barcelona, Latvia's Roland Schmidt made the move to Lithuania, returning to the Baltics and quickly becoming a key figure for his new club, Žalgiris Kaunas.
Of course, I feel like in Barcelona at home. I feel in Spain like at home. So I played 10 years there, and I am feeling very good there.
Rollins, Schmidt, Sledgehammer.
Was very good. Had very good players in the team. I was the EuroLeague stars, so I was so happy to play with them in the same team.
First of all, it wasn't the first year that Roland was target from Žalgiris. What we can propose for him as a team, the big role, and we ask him to take this responsibility. From other side, his player can play multiple positions. As a position 4, he's strong enough, can play under the basket. He can stretch the floor as a 5, so I hope that he adds to our team versatility and experience.
Maybe at the beginning it was a little bit weird. How I said, I feel good because I'm more closer to Latvia, to my home, so it's just 3 hours away. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling same like in Latvia, so same feelings. In Žalgiris, this is next level. The gym is very good. All facility is perfect for all players to get better. So when I came here, this was something big for me when I saw this all together. Like always, I can help the team, give all my best. Same in offense and in defense, in rebounding. I will give always 100% of me during the whole season.
Hey guys, this is Alec Peters from Olympiacos Piraeus. We're here in Greece at my home. We've got a little bit of downtime before practice today, day before a EuroLeague game. We're gonna go for a little walk and show you guys what I like to do when I have this time. Yeah, so practice is usually around 12, 1 o'clock, and I'm a morning person, so I get up early, and a lot of times I'm making myself breakfast. Yeah, I love the mornings. I love my morning routine. My wife and I will oftentimes walk up the street here and get our local favorites, whether it's from the produce market, grocery store, coffee shop, bakery. Yeah, it's kind of what a typical morning, if not day after practice, looks like for us. I don't know if you can find a better living situation for an American in Europe in general than Athens. I mean, the variety here is some of the best in the world in terms of the food. Things that you can do. You can go to the beach one day. If not, you can go downtown and go visit some museums, go see the history, the sights. Really an all-encompassing country that I think as an American, it has a little bit of everything.
Home away from home. Alec Peters has quickly settled into the Greek way of life. Joining Olympiacos Piraeus last summer with a EuroLeague title already to his name, the American forwards' intangibles of championship experience and winning mindset have proved a perfect match for the Reds.
It's one of the best locker rooms I've been a part of. I think the maturity that we all have and the group of guys is a really good group of players that understand what it takes, that have been on successful teams in the past. We have past winners, past champions, including myself, that just we understand what it takes to be at this level. To tell you the truth, we practice it to like almost a detail that you would think is crazy, like practice to a point where you're like, okay, this is just too repetitive. These guys, they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And I think when you watch us play, everybody talks about like, oh man, they play basketball the right way and they're the most fun team to watch and they play the best brand of basketball. But it's truly in practice, like we've just been taught this from day one with the coaches, and it's been hammered home in our head that this is how success looks for this team.
Alec is an everyday guy. You know, he shows up every single day, ready to work, ready to play. He's super competitive, coming in ready to win a championship. You know, like he's done that before. He has that in his DNA. He's so in tune to detail on the court. He's always in the right spot. And it's guys like that that make our defensive numbers so high.
Shooting 45% from deep, the arrival of Peters added a potent perimeter threat to Olympiacos' high-powered offense this season, helping the Reds become the first team to clinch a place in the playoffs as they seek an immediate return to the EuroLeague Final Four.
It's so interesting because I think this year of all years, it's been unusually late for teams to have clinched and qualified for the playoffs. Every team has been great, and it's been super hard game in and game out to get those wins, and we're glad to finally have clinched, and now we're moving on to keeping home court advantage hopefully for the playoffs.
Pinpoint from Peters.
Man, I'm expecting hopefully times 10 what it's been like for home games this year, and home games this year have been incredible, man. I tell people, you know, back home in the States all the time, like, I wish I could just bring you for one game, like just teleport yourself for one game and just understand it, man. We got to stay consistent, man. With our approach and our consistency, I don't think anybody's going to be able to beat us this year. And being a championship team is an everyday thing with our approach and our consistency. And we have the standard, and we know what it takes. And we have a group of guys that are locked in and ready for that last part and that last battle to be ours and for us to win that championship.
Turkish Airlines, 7 Days, BKT, Adidas, Fedcom, Adu Prime, and Ultimate Champions. Official global sponsors in association with the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
Welcome back to the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall in Belgrade. Crvena Zvezda Meridian Bet Belgrade up by 2 against Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul at the main break, 41-39. If Fenerbahce don't win here tonight, they may fall out of the playoff places at the end of the regular season. They're led by the 13 points of Jonathan Motley on 6 of 11 shooting, also has 5 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds. But it's a team performance from Crvena Zvezda, 10 for Dobrić, 9 for Vildoza, Campazzo on 8, 2 players on 6, and they have the lead from 9 down. Let's hear first from the Fenerbahce head coach, Dimitris Itoudis.
Coach, what did you tell to your guys? What do you need to change?
Well, I can share with you what I said to my guys, but definitely the 70% of twos that Zvezda had has to be reduced.
Thank you, Coach.
They've been held to 39 points on the offensive end, but naturally coach Dimitris Itoudis not happy about the defense, particularly on the interior. The shooting percentage is okay for Fenerbahce against one of the better defenses in the competition. But they need to match that defensive hustle and physicality of Crvena Zvezda in the second half to try and overturn this narrow half-time deficit. Let's hear now from Duško Ivanović.
Coach, as you said before the game, defense and focus and everything is going to be okay.
Yeah, some moment we play without an energy, but in the second half we play better.
Thank you, Coach.
67% shooting on the interior for his team, en route to 41 points, which is significantly higher than their season pace. They're only the 14th best offensive team in the competition, shooting or averaging close to 77 points a game, 41 at the half here. And shooting the ball well on the exterior when they pick their moments as well. And they're looking to end the regular season on a 5-game winning streak. So for Fenerbahce to book their ticket to the postseason, they need to end 2 significant streaks here tonight. The 4-game win streak of Red Star, but also their own 4-game road losing streak. Ognjen Dobrić, your best performer of the second quarter, all 10 of his points, a team-high 10 points, coming in that last period. Fenerbahce with only a 5-11 record this season in games that they've trailed at half-time. They start this third quarter only down 2 points, however. But needing to end that 4-game losing streak on their travels to avoid an anxious watch of what happens in Piraeus in a game that's just tipping off between Olympiacos and Baskonia, and also then potentially the game in Munich tomorrow between Bayern and Žalgiris. Foul early on at the start of the third quarter for Fenerbahce, the second on Pierre. And the shooting foul that sends Petrushev to the line. His first shot of any type in the game, despite playing 14.5 minutes. He averages a team 4th best 10.8 points and a team high 5.2 rebounds a game this season, the 22-year-old. No mistake from the strike. Crvena Zvezda lead by 4. I'm Tim Long, great to be with you for the second half of this one. A huge second half in Fenerbahce's season. Dorsey out to Pierre for the 3. Has not set his sonar right tonight. To Sean Pierre, 50% for the season, 0 of 4 this evening. Second foul on Mitrovic now. 1 for each team here in the third quarter. Calathes, 6 points, 5 assists so far. Dorsey takes it from the elbow, too long. He's failed to discover his range and rhythm as well. Campazzo fakes the pass, darts through the defense and finishes with the pretty reverse. 10 points, 2 assists for Campazzo. 6th, the largest lead for Crvena Zvezda. Motley answers back. Fenerbahce's first score of the period. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds for him. He's in a battle with Petrushev right now. On the strike, Dobrić short, grabs his own rebound, throws it up off balance. Mitrovic trying to grab it as well. They're not happy with the no call, the Red Star fans. And Fenerbahce will try and make it again a 1-possession game. There'll be plenty of the Fenerbahce fans who haven't made the hour and 40-minute flights here to Belgrade tonight, watching on multiple screens, I imagine, at home. This game, but also the one that's just begun a few minutes ago in Piraeus between Olympiacos and Baskonia. Calathes to Motley, slips it through. Freeman on the baseline, flying for the finish. Pierre almost had his shot blocked, but got it to go. Fenerbahce back within 2. Over the top of the long limbs of Motley, the miss from Dobrić. Motley's been called for something here. They've counted the basket for Crvena Zvezda, it seems. Let's have a look. Dobrić driving in. Motley getting a fingertip to him. They're going to talk it through. It's hard to tell from that one angle that we've seen. They've called it a goaltend. It's a goaltend if the shot is blocked on the way down or if it's blocked after it touches the window. Motley adamant that was not the case, and so too Dimitris Itoudis. I mean, every single point on a night like this, in a season like this, is so precious. So let's listen in to the officials. They will make sure they get the right call in the end.
We don't know because we need to check
I need to see from the master camera the whole play. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Just to make sure, double check the master camera.
Backward to my brain. The question is, does the ball have a chance to enter the basket? Even if it is more intense, I think this is a violation. Defense violation.
Yeah, so Motley doesn't touch the shot, but he does slap his hand against the backboard to interfere with the shot. Now, of course, it's a guessing game as to whether the ball would have actually gone in. It probably wouldn't, I think, given the images we've seen, but it was shot interference. So that is why the basket counts for Ognjen Dobrić and Crvena Zvezda. They lead by 4, and that look at the monitor was off the back of Dimitris Itoudis using a coach's challenge as well. He fails to get the answer he wants. Motley gets the response that he wanted, though. He's up to 17 points in less than 17 minutes of play. Just one coach's challenge per game, so none left now for Coach Itoudis. His team back within 2, though. Dobrić now has 12 points, but commits his first turnover. Remember, Crvena Zvezda had 7 in the first quarter when they trailed by as many as 9 points. Only committed 1 in the whole of the second period. That's their first turnover of the third. Motley from the elbow over the top of Mitrovic. Big leap for the rebound. Pierre back out. Calathes, the floater from the foul line, doesn't go, grabs his own board. And a third chance scoring opportunity. Dorsey was fouled. He wants the basket. Tyler Dorsey started superbly in this game, knocked down the 3 straight away, but he's not scored since. In fact, he's missed 4 straight shots. The officials are conferring over this one as well. The foul is on Campazzo. That's his second. Vildoza will come back in. 2 for Zvezda in this period now. Dobrić goes out. Coach Itoudis, you can understand the intense emotion tonight. I mean, it would be One of the biggest shocks of a season that's had so many. If Fenerbahce did not make the playoffs, Motley turns it over, trying to find the baseline cutter. Campazzo behind the back. Vildoza puts the brakes on. And Campazzo will have to work his magic in the half court instead. Mitrovic, nothing magic about him, just pure physicality and quality. Shot clock down to the final three. Campazzo, 4-3. Did it scrape the rim? It fell into the hands of a teammate anyway, and then the whistle against Fenerbahce, who really have become flustered here. Mitrovic telegraphing the air ball perfectly, grabbed it. Pierre fouled him. That's 3 on Pierre. His tough night continues. He's 0 of 4 from three-point range and now has 3 personal fouls. He's done well otherwise. Hit is only 2, 3 of 4 from the foul line, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, a steal and a block. But foul trouble, failing to find his range on the perimeter. Mitrovic, Motley swiping at him and helping Calathes take it away. And the free man flying to the rack, rising in the face of adversity, Deshaun Pierre. So Fenerbahce from 6 down at the start of this quarter, and with the opening few scores of it, now level, 47-47. Vildoza, did he travel? He carried the ball. He was going to pass. The gap closed, and he tried to change his decision and cupped his hand under the ball to carry it. First turnover on Luca Vildoza. It's the 3rd on Crvena Zvezda in this quarter already, after they seemed to solve that problem in the second period. Force back, no backcourt violation. Dorsey gets another go and gets fouled by Vildoza. This one is simmering here in the Serbian capital. It's feisty, it's frantic, it's physical. And it's quite incredible that Fenerbahce could yet miss out on the playoffs, having led the standings for 2 months. There's a technical being called here that Dorsey misses. Tyler Dorsey, usually such an efficient and reliable scorer. He's only 1 of 5 from the field, now 0 of 1 at the line. Vildoza picked up the tech. 2 quick fouls on him. And Tarik Biberovic comes in for the first time, with Deshaun Pierre taking a seat on 3 fouls. Calathes takes another 3, misses another 3. Hit too early on. He's 2 of 5 now. Vildoza bursting into the paint and getting fouled on his way through. So 3 on both teams. This is a battle here in Belgrade. Crvena Zvezda looking like they need the win as much as Fenerbahce do. Vildoza riding the turbulence again. Just aggressive offensive play to put Fenerbahce in foul trouble. I think he's taking out the aggression of that technical foul against him. He's taking it out on the Fenerbahce defense. Mitrovic out. Martin comes in. Guduric, not quite at his best yet. 2 of 5 shooting, 5 points. Calathes out, has 8 assists now, Nick Calathes, and without a single turnover. He's going to get a break on the bench. The negative side of his game is he's only 2 of 6 from the field for 6 points. But he's got 2 steals and 8 assists, 0 turnovers. Suffocated mid-air as Martin came back to help. Vildoza. Crvena Zvezda fans looking to fuel their team. Vildoza looking to tie Dorsey in knots, but ran into trouble by the name of Hayes Davis. They want a backcourt violation, I think. Campazzo still protesting. Dobrić. Martin the rebound. And from that feisty exchange, no points. As was the case at half-time. Zvezda lead by 2. It is deafening at the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall. Petrushev out, Markovic for 3. The closeout late from Dorsey. Crvena Zvezda by 5. Just listen to this place. Crvena Zvezda and their fans sending a very loud message that they deserve to be back amongst Europe's very best next season. A wildcard entry or an Adriatic Championship. They're 2 routes to being back at the top table of European basketball for the 23-24 campaign. Another route would have been to finish in the playoff places, something they can no longer do.
Yeah, foul review on 12 white.
Before, go back.
Yeah, okay, let's run.
Normal and then one.
Yeah. So we got a normal foul on Markovic, and it's supposed to make foul on Martin.
We have 2 plus.
So we got 2 plus 2 plus possession.
Yeah. No, why 2 plus 2?
Because they were bonus.
No, but it's for
that was a 4. That was a 4.
It's only 2 plus possession.
Yeah, they're now in bonus.
Yes.
So the goal stands. The goal stands. We got a personal foul 27. I'm supposed to like foul 12.
What a big equation to help Fenerbahce as they look to come from 5 down. Zvezda at the limit. The regular foul on Stefan Markovic, his 3rd personal, and they've also called an unsportsmanlike foul on Hassan Martin, his 3rd personal. So I believe 4 free throws and possession for Fenerbahce when we return. Time for your Turkish Airlines flight time here at the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall tonight. In transition, Dobrić out to Nigel Hayes-Davies, soaring to the rack with John Holland unable to catch him. Having a super season, Hayes-Davies. 2 of 3 from 2, 1 of 2 on the perimeter tonight for 7 points, 4 rebounds as well, and a steal. He's picked up a couple of fouls, but unlike a number of other players, has avoided a 3rd foul so far in this second half. So looks fresh to go for the finish. We know that he's got plenty of stamina, having played every second of the 40 minutes in the Istanbul derby last week. Second on the whole team in average index rating now this season. Nigel Hayes-Davies. His 4th year in the competition. After a couple with Žalgiris and last season with Barcelona, but it's taken a move back to Istanbul to finally fulfill the potential he showed in the Euro Cup with another Istanbul club, Galatasaray. before he stepped up to the EuroLeague. Lefez still sits here. Dobrić at the line. On what has, to this point, been a quiet night for him. He makes them both. Dobrić has only played a minute or so. It's just a couple of free throws and then the inbound. Motley, batted away by Martin. The defense and the atmosphere is intense here in Belgrade. Campazzo crosses over, looks to dart through a gap, slips it back to Vildoza, and they'll slow it down. And here, appreciation from the home fans. Fenerbahce now at the foul limit here in the third. This is going to be a hang-on-to-your-hats evening here to finish the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague regular season. Maybe tomorrow night as well. In this game, which could be decisive for Fenerbahce, we've had no lead larger than single figures. Zvezda have led by only as many as 6, Fenerbahce by as many as 9. Dobrić, final 3.5 minutes of the third. Nice footwork through the paint, moving away from the basket. Motley tipping it to himself, backing into traffic though. He's not happy with the no call. Campazzo down the floor, looking to dizzy the defense. Markovic almost traveled. Campazzo digging into his bag of tricks. Facu gets free. Can't convert. Offensive rebound, Martin though, playing a big role now. Vildoza's turn. They've got 2 enigmatic Argentines in the backcourt. Petrushev for 3. Too long. Motley off the quarterback pass. Well, he's so fast to run the floor and so capable of finishing. Third assist for Dobrić, who's starting to come to the fore. Motley now with 19 points. Although his shooting percentage has fallen in this tougher third period. Well, the physicality level's been turned up to 10. Motley now 9 of 17 from the field, 8 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, but also 4 turnovers. Of course, that physicality comes at a cost, and both teams are at the foul limit early. 6 on Fenerbahce in this period, 5 on Crvena Zvezda. The home team up by 4. Campazzo on 12 points, tied level with Dobrić as the top scorer for the home team. They've got 11 from Vildoza as well, 3 on double figures. Motley the only scorer in double digits so far for Fenerbahce. Dobrić starting to pick up the pace though, until a turnover. Dobrić, Pierre and Hayes Davis, jointly the second top scorers for Fenerbahce, all on 7 points. Motley has 19. Lazarevic looking to draw the double team and pass out of it to Campazzo. Forced away, 4 to shoot. Campazzo up against Dobrić. The handles, the crossover, the off-balance heave, hit the rim. Recovered by Fenerbahce though. 2 to play in a tense third. Dorsey underarm scoop in traffic. Will get to the line. There's not been too many free throws tonight, but there might be plenty over the remaining 12 minutes, the way this second half is playing out. The role player Tarik Biberovic giving his team Just under 4 minutes. Allowing key players a breather. Callethe's back in, along with Dorsey, Guduric, Chase Davis and Motley. Fenerbahce back within 2. They're 8 of 11 at the line. Zvezda 8 of 10. Martin wants it up against Dorsey. How about the quick hands of Guduric? Chase Davis had to do well to balance the baseline, being blocked by his own teammate. Motley bypasses Callethe's out to Dorsey. Side skip, hand in his face. 3-point shot for the lead. Dead-eye from Dorsey. His first basket since the opening moments. What a time to get it. Fenerbahce by 1 with 1 to play in the third. Vildoza, he misses. They had been struggling on the outside, Fenerbahce, for a while after starting well. Dorsey set the tone in that regard, knocking down the 3 right out of the gates. But before that one, they were only 5 of 17 as a team, and he was only 1 of 5 from the field. It was 4 straight misses for Tyler Dorsey, in between his 2 3-pointers. Here's Davis at the line, misses his first free throw of the night. Of course, when he played for Žalgiris, he was known just as Nigel Hayes. He's added Davis to his name, the surname of his stepfather, who he's called the greatest man he's ever known. So we've got a huge responsibility in raising him and helping him on his journey as a professional sportsman. Fenerbahce, off the back of that second free throw, lead by 2. Dobrić, 5 to shoot, glances off the glass for the tie. They still want to sign off with a win. At the end of the regular season, Dobrić has 14, 57-57. There's a 7 or 8 second differential. Guduric slowing it down, looking to orchestrate the offense. 3 assists, 7 points so far for him. 5 to shoot now, guarded by Dobrić. It's Guduric, up fakes, passes, far side, a 3, doesn't go for Motley, but an offensive rebound. Guduric drops it off, and Callethe's couldn't squeeze it in through the tightest of gaps with such minimal time remaining. And this one is going down to the wire after 30 minutes of play. Crvena Zvezda 57, Fenerbahce 57. The tightest and tensest quarter of them all so far. And the nerves are going to start to jangle for Fener fans watching on. And maybe for some of the players down on the court. Just a 16-18 third quarter in Fenerbahce's favour. They trail by 6 towards the start of it. Back level, having trailed by 2 at the main break. Big 3 for Dorsey, as he looks to get his confidence back after a streak of misses. But Crvena Zvezda are not going away. 57-57 at the end of 3. The home team, not renowned for their shooting, but shooting the better percentages from all distances and angles so far. Rebounding numbers, where there's a big advantage for Fenerbahce. They've grabbed 15 offensive rebounds. It's only a +7 in total rebounds, but it's a +8 in offensive rebounds. So 8 extra possessions for Fenerbahce and 2 extra possessions on the turnover count as well. 10 extra possessions altogether. That is how they're level, despite Zvezda shooting the ball better in all categories. Tyler Dorsey, your best performer of the third quarter, hit his only 3-point attempt. Knocked down a couple of free throws as well. Dobrić was a key component of Fenerbahce's last period as well. As was Motley, who took his game-high scoring tally up to 19 points. He's now just 9 of 18 from the field, having hardly missed in the first half. Strap in, grip the armrests. There's a big 10 minutes to come here in Belgrade. And if Fenerbahce lose here, they will have to swiftly turn their focus to events in Piraeus, where Olympiacos and Baskonia are already midway through the second quarter. Baskonia win that game at the league leaders. Fenerbahce could still fall out of the playoffs. Calathes with something for their fans to cheer here in the Serbian capital. Has to get back quickly on defense to guard Vildoza. 8 points, 8 assists, 2 steals now for Calathes. That was his first 2-pointer of the game. Vildoza looking to tie Calathes. It knocks and knocks it down. Vildoza with the magic. And mesmerizing handles. 13 points for him. 59-59, 9 minutes to play. Level again. Motley looking to surpass 20 perhaps. He'll take it at Mitrovic. Shot clock down to the final 3. Motley slipped, recovered. Battles on the boards but can't put it in. Markovic doing everything he can to try and keep it alive. Home fans appreciate the effort. We're set for incredible drama. On the penultimate night of action in the regular season. With round 34 concluding tomorrow. Dobrić down the lane for the points. Fenerbahce another lead. Calathes applying plenty of pressure here against Vildoza. Vildoza will work in the final 5. Looks to quicken the pace, drag it back. Hand in his face from Calathes, doing his best to keep up with Vildoza, but it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. 15 for Luca. 4 have come here in the 4th. Dobrić ploughing through Holland. Foul on the defense. Second on Zvezda in this quarter. Vildoza is turning it on and turning Calathes inside out. Campazzo's on the bench right now, and Vildoza is taking matters into his hands. Campazzo remains on the bench. Petruschev comes in. Holland goes out. Every point so important for these fans who support their team like every game is a final. But of course, in terms of the standings, in terms of the playoff race for Fenerbahce, a single person would have predicted when they won 9 of their first 10 games. Only lost by a single point in Barcelona in the first 10. But they, on the final day of the regular season, would be fighting for their lives to try and get into the playoffs. Corner 3, good for Ognjen Dobrić, who has a scintillating 17. Zvezda by 1. Dobrić. Motley, the flash, and the pass, and the corner triple. Dorsey, no good off the feed from Calathes. A big effort to get to him in the corner to try and disrupt the shot. It was Petrushev who did. Mitrovic. Into the Fenerbahce wall of 2. Side skip 3. He's got the hot hand, and Fenerbahce are getting burnt. Ognjen Dobrić from deep again and again. 20 points for Dobrić. And red hot, Red Star lead Fenerbahce by 4.
Attacking, denying everything. Fight on the block like we steal the ball. With you, we stole the ball. Nick, Marco.
Our apologies for the unsavory language in the timeout, but it's understandable. Stakes and emotions are high in this highly intense and entertaining game here in Belgrade. Crvena Zvezda looking to bow out on a 5-game win streak. They downed the league leaders Olympiacos here last week. They lead Fenerbahce by 4 here tonight. Fenerbahce arriving here hoping for the win that would punch their ticket to the playoffs. They may have to wait. Motley. Calathes free. Passing lane disrupted by Dobrić. He's doing it on defense as well. Oh, Calathes over his head. Hayes Davis with the triple. But Nick Calathes with the eyes to see what was unseeable. Not backed in for Petrushev. Pierre's rebound, his 5th of the game. Now Fenerbahce look to take the lead. That's the 3rd foul on Zvezda. And you heard in the timeout from coach Dimitris Itoudis. Fenerbahce have 4 fouls still to give. Fouls can be a good thing if you use them wisely. And it feels Fenerbahce haven't so far on the defensive end. Now they've got Crvena Zvezda in a bit of foul trouble because Zvezda only have 1 left to give. Got to use fouls at the right time, in the right situation to slow down your opponent. Fenerbahce have plenty of leeway in that regard now for the final 6 minutes. That was the 10th assist from Calathes as well, that over-the-head pass. Hayes Davis. He's up to 11 points, thirsty for more. 13 for Hayes Davis, and Fenerbahce lead again. He's only missed 2 shots. He's now over 1,000 points in this competition. 6 rebounds tonight as well. Tunis is on the floor. The skip and the score. Luca Mitrovic, the big man with the moves. He's got 8 points, just 1 miss. 8 lead changes. And several of them coming here in this 4th quarter. Now that's the last foul that Crvena Zvezda had to give. There's a long way until the finish. That puts them in a tricky position. Markovic is 4th. So he goes to the bench. 5 is the limit here in European basketball per player and per team per quarter. So any further fouls from the Zvezda defense for the rest of the game will send Fenerbahce to the foul line. Any further fouls for Stefan Markovic will be the end of his game. Hayes Davis. Passes to Calathes. Quick 3. Right on the money. For a double-double for Nick Calathes. Bringing his best again when it matters the most. Fener by 2. Slipped into Mitrovic, who's fouled. And as we've been saying, only the first foul there on Fenerbahce, still 3 more to give. Guduric's 3rd personal. Calathes facilitating and scoring. He's 3 of 6 from 3 tonight. 1 of 3 on the interior, 11 points, 10 assists, 2 steals, 0 turnovers. To the benches we go for a timeout. Crvena Zvezda 69, Fenerbahce 71. In your 7 days, magic moments coming in the first half. Courtesy of Luka Mitrovic, the plough through the paint. For the 2-handed throwdown. Another efficient night for him. 8 points on 4 of 5 shooting. He's got 3 assists, a couple of rebounds and a steal. Got free from Pierre. And punched it home. Always gives you something, and it's usually a very efficient something. Luka Mitrovic, he's done that again here this evening, just the 1 turnover as well. 6th season in this competition with the club. He's a 4-time Serbian champion, multiple Serbian Cups as well, a 4-time Adriatic champion, part of the treble-winning team with Zvezda last season. Now, Fenerbahce have got themselves ahead just over the midway point of the final quarter. It's only by 2 points, but it feels like they have momentum. And they have as well, remember, Crvena Zvezda in foul trouble. So Fenerbahce in a good position right now. Can they make the most of it? Guduric commits a 2nd in quick succession. And now has 4 personal in the game, so he's also dangling by a disciplinary thread. Well, this is round 34. It is popcorn time here in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. Campazzo for 3, no. Poke back. Now Campazzo is only 2 of 9 on the outside tonight. Despite that, Zvezda still shooting the better percentage. Calathes looking for another assist, and Hayes Davis looking for another 3. Fenerbahce by 5 and have 5th place locked in their sights here in the Serbian capital. A win secures their playoff series against Monaco as the 5th seed. The points drying up for Crvena Zvezda. Calathes running the show, 11 points, 11 assists now. He wants it every time. Everything going through Calathes. And Hayes Davis with the bit between his teeth as well. Those two combining to deadly effect here down the stretch. Calathes, the quick release 3. Still only a 2-possession game, but it feels like Fenerbahce are in control. They've just picked up their 3rd foul, so only 1 more to give now. Motley, Hayes Davis and Calathes have been superb. Motley more so in the first half. Hayes Davis and Calathes stepping up here in the 4th quarter. Dobrić slicing and dicing and hitting 22 for the night. The top scorer in this game, Ognjen Dobrić, makes it a 1-possession game. Final 3 minutes. Left his feet to pass, got away with it. Motley, plenty of time left on the shot clock here up against Mitrovic. Mitrovic not budging, and Motley missing. He's now just 9 of 20 from the field. Vildoza lost it, poked through. Calathes in a race with Campazzo. A photo finish to slip and slide over the baseline. The 2 players we highlighted in the head-to-head matchup for their passing ability, showing their hustle as well. The all-time leading assist provider, Nick Calathes, against Campazzo, a man who tied the all-time single game record of 19 in his time at Real Madrid. Who says there's nothing on the line for Crvena Zvezda? They are fighting like their season is on the line too. Calathes over the baseline with the final touch, despite his very best efforts to grab it. He had a EuroLeague playoff record, 16 assists back in 2018. Nick Calathes, Facundo Campazzo, playing against Elba in 2020, tied the single game assist record of 19 in the regular season. They're 2 of the best passers that this competition has ever seen. Campazzo looking to show he can score as well. Feisty at both ends of the floor in front of these feisty fans. Zvezda within 1. Dorsey recovers it. Gets away. Hangs and hits. Tyler Dorsey, calm and composed mid-air. There's now 5 in double figures for Fener. After Motley for so long was the out-and-out top scorer, he's had plenty of backup in the second half. Vildoza running into Motley mid-air. Coach Tunis wants a turnover. The foul is on his Fenerbahce. It's whether Vildoza lands before he releases. I don't think he does. But Motley's saying you went straight up to challenge the shot. I think they would have settled for the no call. Vildoza at the line for 2. 2 of 2 tonight. Denied strong rumours recently of deal with Panathinaikos for next season. Luca Vildoza says he's happy here in Belgrade, but for how long, we will wait and see. Focus on winning the Adriatic League. Focus here on catching up with Fenerbahce. Four of 5 now tonight for Vildoza. Calethes, perfect pass. Here's Davis, misses one, fakes the pass, looks to drop it off. Motley! A hustle play in Fenerbahce's time of need. Jonathan Motley for 21 points tonight. Mitrovic looking to respond in kind once a foul doesn't get it. Crunch time in the Serbian capital. Final minute of the season for Zvezda. Could be the final minute still of the season for Fenerbahce if they don't win this game. Motley now saying his shirt was pulled. Coach Itunis needs to talk it through with his team. He's almost at the Crvena Zvezda logo. Out on the floor here, needing to get his words across as quickly as possible. Final minute, Zvezda 75, Fenerbahce 78 here in Belgrade.
Defensively, we cannot allow 3 points. No basket in one, no overhelp. We trust the one-on-one defense. Is that clear? One-on-one on jump switch. Big will go. Nigel. Hard. Guduric. Tyler. Watch. The referee passes the ball. We go. This is decoy. You're gonna use it go to the corner. And we are giving Steiger and Marco going you over here.
The story in a graph of a game that has been a single-digit one for the entirety. Zvezda led by 6, having overturned a 9-point deficit. And they now trail by 3 in the final minute. 2 streaks that Fenerbahce need to snap, their own 4-game road losing streak. Crvena Zvezda's 4-game win streak. If they do, they're in the playoffs. Off the back of Coach Itunis' timeout, can Fenerbahce take a 2-possession lead? Guduric, his responsibility, passes out, turns it over, trying to find Calethes. Here comes Vildoza. Calethes got back and took the ball away. On one of the nights of his season, Calethes saves a huge possession for Fenerbahce, but an offensive foul then on Dorsey. This remarkable race for the playoffs, determined not to die, to go to the very last tick of the clock. We'll go back to the benches. Crvena Zvezda 75, Fenerbahce 78. Yet another nail-biting night in European basketball's premier competition. It's half-time in Piraeus. Olympiacos and Baskonia. Fenerbahce, if they lose this, will need to hope Olympiacos win. I won't spoil it for you if you're going to watch it after this game. But it's only half-time, and it's game on still. So Fenerbahce, as Coach Atunis says, want to decide their own destiny with a win here in Belgrade tonight. Mitrovic, fouled by Motley. Fenerbahce, for so long in this quarter, had all of those fouls to use. Didn't commit a single one in the first 4 minutes of the period. They've now committed 6 over the last 5.5 minutes or so. But they will still have the lead after these free throws. 27.2 to play, so a 3.2 differential. Mitrovic at the line for the first time tonight. Trying to become the 4th Zvezda player into double figures. These fans, thousands packing out this place on their feet, want a win as if it's the championship game. Duško Ivanović's team already out of the playoff race, but you would not know it. Mitrovic to try and get them within 1. And he does. Now, a huge possession in Fenerbahce's season. Motley fouled. Still a 2.1 differential. Mitrovic committing the foul. Wanting to foul Motley, who's 1 of 2 tonight, 69% coming in this season. And he's hearing, right now, deafening decibels. Fenerbahce fans can't believe it's taken this long to book those playoff tickets. They want a series. They want Monaco with a win here and a 5th place finish. If they lose, they can be anywhere, including out of the whole thing. All of the pressure on the league rookie. His teammates on the bench can't bear to watch. He's 1 of 3 tonight. Has to block out the noise of Belgrade, and does, to give Fenerbahce a 2-point edge. So now Atunis' team lose the option to foul to try and keep their lead. They had that option when they were up by 3. It's giving him a headache. This place will do that. 77-79. A tense, dramatic finish to the regular season for these two. Every play, every game, every emotion, every night here in the EuroLeague. Basketball as it is meant to be. there where they feel they are meant to be, here in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, and making the most of each and every night, hoping that they'll be back here next season and dreaming that one day they will be back in the postseason. For now, it's all about stopping Fenerbahce's chances and signing out with a win. Down 2. A couple of seconds differential. Campazzo, eye to eye with Calathes. He'll slow it down and go to work. Facundo Campazzo, past Calathes, and ties the game with less than 4 seconds to play. He wants an and one as well. And these fans are blowing the roof off this famous arena.
So, Nick, you have the ball in front of their bench. Nigel, I'm not going to complicate it. Keep it right at the 4.
No early bedtime tonight. These two have fought tooth and nail from opening tip, and it will be until final buzzer. 3.9 remaining. Fenerbahce with the ball. We're level at 79 off the back of Coach Itoudis' timeout. Coach Itoudis, a two-time EuroLeague champion with CSKA. And former EuroLeague Coach of the Year. What can he manufacture here? Calathes on a double-double night. 11 points, 11 assists, 3 steals, 0 turnovers. He will inbound the ball. Dorsey, Dobrić, Pierre and Hayes Davis. Excellent scorers. It's Dobrić. Dobrić for 3. It won't go, and we are going to overtime. The playoff race that is determined to go to a photo finish. At the end of regulation in Belgrade, Crvena Zvezda 79, Fenerbahce 79. We were level at the start of the fourth quarter, and we are level at the end of it as well. A 22-22 period. Back and forth we go. How about 5 more minutes? Calathes, one of his best performances of the season. Dobrić, one of 5 scorers in double figures for Fenerbahce, but still not the win they need. Vildoza turning it on, 17 points for Red Star. Dobrić catching fire, 22 points. Level with Motley as the top scorer in the game. Calathes, the prettiest assist of his double-double, 11 points, 11 assists. And Hayes Davis, 16 points, 8 rebounds, the highest PIR in the game. 79-79, still Zvezda with the better percentages. Fenerbahce with more possessions though, 1 more on the turnover count, and 11 more on the offensive rebounding count, 18-7. Nigel Hayes Davis, your best performer of the fourth quarter, hit 2 huge threes en route to 8 points in the period. Now has 16 points in the game, 3 of 5 inside and out. Campazzo, cool for the final score to take his tally to 16. to take this game to overtime. Will Fenerbahce get the win they need to book their ticket to the postseason as the 5th seeds? Or will they have to wait and hope and pray that Olympiacos beat Baskonia or Bayern tomorrow beat Žalgiris? If that doesn't happen, then they are out. No fouls to give as we start overtime for either team. Fenerbahce begin with the ball. Dobrić with the bit between his teeth, off balance though. Knocked down, no call. Zvezda the chance to take the lead. They're short-handed now as Mitrovic hits the floor. And Vildoza recognises that, slows it down. He'll work in the final 10. Campazzo. Past Motley as if he's not there. Mitrovic banks it in. Kaletas to the elbow, passes to Pierre. Up against Dobrić. Ball movement, Fenerbahce, Hayes Davis, the sniper. Nigel Hayes Davis with 19 points, 4 of 6 on the perimeter. Fenerbahce ahead via the 3. Vildoza. His turn to face Motley, slips it in to Mitrovic. 12 points so far for him. Backing in against Dobrić. Somehow flips it overhead, giving Kaletas a taste of his own medicine. The height advantage helped, but he's got the skills to go with it. And an offensive foul here. Well, we're 41.5 minutes in, and that is Kaletas' first turnover of the game. On a night he's got 11 points, 12 assists and 3 steals. Both teams have 14 turnovers each now. 3.5 to play in overtime. Zvezda have the slenderest of leads and the ball. They certainly won't be checking what's happening in Piraeus until this game is done. If they win, there's no need to check. For Fenerbahce fans, it might be a little bit different watching on at home. Campazzo. Vildoza, airball. So into the final 3 minutes, and Fenerbahce have the chance to take the lead again, but turn it over. Sloppy from Marko Dobrić, his 4th turnover of the game. Nerves jangling, understandably so for Fenerbahce. The standard setters early in the season. Vildoza! The bullet bounce pass, and Filip Petrushev takes it out on the rim. Zvezda by 3. Motley. Foul by Petrushev. That was Petrushev's first field goal of the game. His previous 3 points had come from the foul line. It's taken him 32 minutes of play. For these Zvezda fans, it might have been worth the wait. A firecracker of a finish, but then a foul. And Motley, remember, struggled at the line at the end of regulation, where he split a pair in this intense atmosphere. This time, He gets the kind rim on the second. Approaching the final 2 minutes of OT. A one-point game, a single-digit game throughout. Campazzo riding turbulence and earning his own trip to the line. Only his second of the evening. He's 2 of 2 so far. 91% through his previous 8 appearances this season, though, since joining Crvena Zvezda. He and his teammates and the club wished it was many more appearances. He had to wait to be eligible to play. A registration ban for Crvena Zvezda for new players mid-season. Campazzo bringing his best now, but too late to save Zvezda's playoff hopes. Not too late to see them finish perhaps as one of, if not the hottest teams in the competition, with a 5th straight win. 3 the lead, final 2 minutes. Tight defense, Campazzo on Dorsey. Motley drops it off, baseline, up high, no good, no foul. Adrenaline coursing through the veins of thousands. Spectators shaking here and at home. Motley not budging. Campazzo, turnaround 3. The rainbow to raise the roof. And to double Red Stars' lead. Blocked by Motley. Not deterred. Just dead-eye to try and kill Fenerbahce's playoff dream.
We go full court. How? Nick. Concentrate. Mark. We're gonna go through you. You are coming. You start from here. And you're coming. And both Tyler and Dobrić, they're gonna use you. Nigel is going away. How? Tyler, over here. And Dobrić over here.
These fans treated to 5 more fantastic minutes at the end of a 34-game regular season, and treated to another delightful display from Facundo Campazzo. 23 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals now for him. And that perhaps the shot of the game, after having his layup attempt blocked by Motley, grabbing the loose ball, upgrading to a 3 over the top of the Fenerbahce centre. With 80 seconds to play, Fener are down 6. Dobrić, past Mitrovic, beats the shot blocker, but not with the accurate attempt. Campazzo, the floor general, facing another. Dobrić, he's had the hot hand tonight. Not this time over the top of Motley. Dobrić, quick release pass. Motley first down the floor. They're trying to get back at him. Campazzo, you have to admire the doggedness on defense, applauded by coach Ivanovic. Magic and mentality for Facu, but it comes at the cost of a foul this time. His 4th. Nobody fouled out yet, but 2 players on each team on 4. Campazzo and Markovic for Zvezda, Dobrić and Dorsey for Fener. They might just start to wonder what's happening in Piraeus. Fenerbahce might need an Olympiacos win against Baskonia to save their season.
Had no chance to enter the basket because it was below the ring. It was not on top. Oh, not from that angle. No. Yeah, that's good. That's good. This is two. So see, the ball never has been on top of the ring. So there's no, the ball will never ever go in. So it's no interference. Okay? Didn't even touch the ring. No interference, no basket.
So Motley will end up disappointed on 2 shot interference reviews in this game. The first on defense, the second on offense. Both calls going against him. Fenerbahce still trail by 6. But will go to the foul line for 2. Motley made his last pair, but split his first 2 trips to the line. And at best, he will hope to split this one. Not seen Carson Edwards at all tonight. Seamus Hazer hasn't played, nor has Melimon Utolu, the captain. It's been a short rotation. Antetokounmpo not playing either. We knew that Fenerbahce was short-handed coming in, but they've had 4 players on the 12 not play. Campazzo recognising the clock. His Red Stars friend, Petruschev 2, slowing it down. 30 to play, 10 to shoot. Campazzo darting past 2, dropping it off. Blocked off though was Mitrovic. Fener's flame still flickers. Dorsey off to Motley to throw it down as quickly as possible and to make it a 1-possession game again. 17 seconds of overtime to play. Fenerbahce trail by 3. We'll go back to the benches. 90 to 87 to Crvena Zvezda. Turkish Airlines EuroLeague is on fire tonight here in Belgrade and across each of the other 5 games. Incredible atmospheres, incredible drama, twists and turns at each and every corner. Something to surprise you. Expect the unexpected. Fenerbahce missing out on the postseason would certainly be that. And it is still a quite plausible possibility. 17.9 to play. Mitrovic to inbound for Zvezda, who lead by 3. Fenerbahce to press the inbound. Campazzo quick, lost it, turned it over. Speaking of twists and turns, there's always another. Fenerbahce get the ball back. It's now a 2.5-second differential. With them inbounding in the front court with Calathes. Down 3. They needed 3 for the tie. Not over centre court. That's what Zvezda can utilise the foul. At the foul limit coming from Dobrić to send Coach Itunis' team to the line where they can only get 2. It has been tactical, tense and tenacious right the way through. 45 minutes of play, no lead larger than 9. They'll hope to get within 1. With 14 seconds to play, then they'll try and force another turnover. And if they can't instantly, they will want to foul to put Zvezda on the strike. It's Dorsey who makes both here. So a quick steal is what they're after straight away. They trap Vildoza, he finds a way out. Now they've got a foul. Vildoza getting away. It took 6 seconds for Fenerbahce to foul. Calathes commits his 4th alongside Dorsey and Guduric for Fenerbahce. Campazzo it was who he caught. Campazzo and Vildoza almost too quick to call. Still unlimited energy even at this stage of a game in which they poured everything in. Campazzo misses the first after making his first 4 tonight. It's unbelievable in Belgrade. Eight seconds to play. He makes the second, so Fenerbahce need 2. Guduric at 3 would win it. Final ticks, 3 to shoot. Guduric to Calathes for the win! Crvena Zvezda finish with a 5-game win streak. And Fenerbahce burned big time by the flames of Red Star's roaring fire. Now an anxious wait for the 2017 champions and early season standard setters to see if they even make the postseason. They have to hope that Olympiacos tonight or Bayern tomorrow do them a favour. For now, it's Crvena Zvezda's moment to celebrate. No postseason for them, but a 5-game win streak to sign off in style. The final score at the Aleksandar Nikolić Hall, Crvena Zvezda 91, Fenerbahce 89 after overtime. If you're a Fenerbahce fan, they've probably lost you already, because they're in the second half in Piraeus, where now Fener will focus and keep fingers crossed, hoping for an Olympiacos win. If you're a Crvena Zvezda fan, milk the moment. Enjoy the celebration. Smiles all round. Momentum for Red Star heading into a huge finish for them in other competitions. The Adriatic Championship the one they really want to return to the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague next season. They win this 91-89, the better percentages, shooting the ball throughout the game, and survived giving up 18 offensive rebounds to Fenerbahce, while only grabbing 8 of their own. They were led by the 24 points. And Facundo Campazzo had 22 from Dobrić, 17 from Vildoza, 12 from Mitrovic. And roared on by this huge crowd on the red side of the Serbian capital. Will they be back here next season? Who can they keep next season? Vildoza, Campazzo, Nedovic, Petrushev, superstars who've shined, who've added to the trademark defensive hustle that Crvena Zvezda pride themselves upon. Next season can wait. For now, it's about showing their appreciation to these fans and looking ahead to trying to win domestic honours. The run came too late, but these fans certainly enjoyed it. 5 straight wins, beating Baskonia by 11, Valencia by 19, Asvel by 16. Last week, the league leaders Olympiacos by 8. And here tonight, Fenerbahce by 2 in overtime. Almost bringing a tear to the eye of Facundo Campazzo. And Campazzo is your Adidas player of the game. This, perhaps the play of the game, when it's all said and done, after getting his shot blocked by Motley. Moving to the corner, turnaround 3, having only gone 2 of 9 from three-point range before this huge shot. So he was 3 of 10 in the end on the outside, but very accurate elsewhere. 5 of 7 from 2, 5 of 6 from the stripe. 24 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and an index rating of 19, playing close to 35 minutes. How they wish they had him for more of this Turkish Airlines EuroLeague regular season. Coach Ivanovic said that if they made the playoffs, they would have a chance of winning the whole thing. It's hard to argue against that. They have beaten all of the big boys. And Facundo Campazzo ultimately, after a slow start, has made them a much better team than they were before his arrival. He and Vildoza, the Argentine backcourt, have now found the perfect balance, found the chemistry going forward into the Adriatic League closing stages in the Serbian League. That is an enormous prospect for the likes of Partizan, their city rivals, as they hope to join them again in this competition next season. Let's hear from the Adidas player of the game.
A big victory tonight. We can hear Facu from the standings, and you got some souvenirs.
You got this. I think we played a great game. In the first half, they played very well. They made a lot of tough shots. We keep playing with aggressivity, with hustle, with fight. Also, we play smart. We don't play for nothing at all, but I mean, we are playing for the defense. We are playing for us, and I think we did a great job.
You mentioned you scored that shot in the finish of overtime, and maybe that made difference.
I mean, the coach made that play. Lucas do like a fast screen, and I just tried to take advantage of that with my speed. It was good, so happy for that.
And do you have maybe some regrets? You could play in top 8. It was very close.
Yeah, like I said before, last time we talked, it is what it is. I think we did a great last 5-6 game job. We did a great job over there. We couldn't make it to the playoff, but we have a lot to learn.
Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, the last game in this season. We spoke before the game, drama till the end, and you made it. How are you feeling right now? What happened on the court tonight?
Very good. I think it was a great game, great victory, great ambience, great our fans. And one more time, this is sorry for we don't play this top 8 because really we have chance for the win. But maybe next time.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
They will have to wait for that second postseason appearance of the modern era, but it could yet be a successful season for Red Star here in Belgrade. Going forward in other competitions tonight, it was a very successful finish to the EuroLeague regular season with a 5th straight win, 65% shooting inside, 38% on the perimeter.
Luca, congratulations, big victory tonight. You fought big drama till the end and you won in overtime. Can you express how are you feeling right now? You're proud, probably.
Yeah, I'm very proud. Still hurts that we didn't make it to the playoff. I think we are a good team and I think we fought until the end. But as Facu said, it is what it is. We had some up and downs, and especially against Pau, against Bayer, against Alba. But at least we show everybody that we are a good team and we're here to win. So I wish to every team that qualified the best.
What was crucial tonight? You stopped a very good offensive team.
Yes, we scored like 91 points. That's weird for us. Facu did a great job. Ognjen Dobrić, he did a great job. We play as a team, we win as a team, so I'm proud of these guys, I'm proud of the coaches. Now we have the EuroLeague to win it.
Last question, we have to say thanks to the fans.
Yeah, they're crazy. I love them. I think they did a great job this season. They support us very well. I hope they keep doing it EuroLeague. And I just want to say that hi to my mom, my dad. I didn't say it in the entire year. I missed them.
So thank you very much. Look, enjoy.
Thank you.
A nice message from Luca Vildoza after a very nice performance. The two Argentine stars in the backcourt aligning tonight and combining for 41 points. Him and Campazzo. Vildoza with 17, as well as 3 assists and 2 steals.
Coach, a very difficult game. What can you tell us right now? How are you feeling?
Congratulations to Red Star. We gave our fights. The team never stopped fighting. Unfortunately, we didn't get the outcome. I mean, the result we wanted to.
Thank you, Coach.
Dimitris Itoudis' Fenerbahce finished the regular season with 5 straight away defeats. That does not bode well even if they make the postseason, given they will not have home court advantage. But they're not even there yet. They will tune in and watch the final 5 minutes of Olympiacos against Baskonia and hope that come the end of the evening, their place in the playoffs is secure. Mitrovic had a big moment early on in this one, but Fenerbahce were flying from the start, opened an early 9-point lead. That was the largest for either team through the game. Motley, a dominant first half. They have the bit between their teeth, but Crvena Zvezda had Campazzo and Vildoza and this crowd behind them. They came back to lead by 6 before Fenerbahce got themselves ahead again. A series of lead changes in the second half. 12 lead changes altogether in the game. Some pinpoint shooting at times. Some open misses, some tension. Back and forth. Calathes over the back of his head. A double-double, 11 points, 12 assists on a losing night for him. A night in which Fenerbahce had 5 scorers in double figures, but Campazzo did that. And the Tudis couldn't believe it. And I'm sure Fener fans can't believe that even after they've played all 34 games in their regular season, they don't know if they're in the playoffs yet. And that despite winning 9 of their first 10 this season and leading the standings for 2 months. They have to wait and hope that Olympiacos beats Baskonia, and if that doesn't happen, they have to hope Bayern beat Žalgiris tomorrow. So much still to be decided, not just for the final 2 playoff tickets, but also in terms of the rankings, the top seed, and the playoff matchups, as we see the games that are still to be played tonight and tomorrow. Fenerbahce have to wait to see where they finish. It could be still as low as 9th. And what we know is that Žalgiris will still take their fight to the final day tomorrow as well, if Olympiacos beat Baskonia. Great to have your company for this one. Until next time, keep it one team, one way, one play. Keep it the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
Turkish Airlines EuroLeague in association with